Well, welcome to the Cold Soul blog. I thought that cranberry powder would help. Well, this time around it didn't. It's just because I'm about to have my period, so it flares up, and it's been itching all night. That's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about mental health, because yesterday I had a bit of a breakdown. Well, usually around my time for my period, I can get sort of low, depressed, or have a major dip. Yesterday I had an argument with my husband. We were kind of just sort of arguing / fighting about, can't even remember now. I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's just, well, during that argument, it kind of made me very stressed, and I was walking around the apartment, just almost banging my head against the door, and just when I get like that, he can't touch me or anything. It's very, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I get very internal in a way. I can't describe it. Anyway, I was really tired, so I got very low and sort of depressed after that, and had up to the point that I had these suicidal thoughts about not suicidal thoughts in the way that I'm gonna kill myself and I'm gonna do it this way, but more in the sense of, what's the point of living? Nothing matters to me. No one matters to me. You get that sense of just everything feels so empty, and just, what's the point? What's the point of anything? And I do think it's quite common to think like that, and to have those thoughts that I don't want to be here anymore, because but I think a lot more of us think like that than we think. We used to talk about it, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about it. That I think it's more common than we think to have those thoughts, and that's fine, because my husband said, so that's where I was at mentally yesterday. And I was really tired, so by 8 o'clock I just wanted to go to bed, and I was there watching a show, and then I fell asleep about 10 and stayed in bed for 12 hours, and that's really not me. I'm usually maybe 8 hours or something, but I obviously needed to sleep. But I also know that it's hard to, because when I'm in that very, very low mood, depressed kind of state, it's very hard then to like look elsewhere and look up and see a way out of it, because you sort of blank out the rest of the world in a way. And as I said, like, you have these thoughts of what's the point of anything. But I also know logically that if I stay in bed, like under my duvet, and if I stay in that kind of mentally state of having these thoughts constantly just swirling around in my head, I'm not going to get out of it. So I sort of like need to distract myself with something. I need to like break the pattern to be able to move out of that zone. And I'm not completely out of it today. It's better. And like doing this, talking to the camera and trying to process my thoughts, that certainly helps. But yeah, I just think, and even though I'm very bad at talking to my friends about this, this is still me trying to open up and trying to be better at talking about stuff, like acknowledging my feelings and why they're there. I think I'm going to leave this as unedited as possible. I think a part of why I've been quite depressed for the last year is I don't have a purpose anymore, and I think that's like a big deal breaker in mental health, like feeling that you matter and that you have a purpose in life and like you have something to do. And for me, it's like when I'm in school, so it's not like I mean, there's tasks to do and homeworks to be made and essays to write, whatever. But it's not like having a job where you have more of a purpose. And I've never really had a job that I've been happy with. So I think that has a lot to do with why I feel depressed. And that also has a lot to do with why I have a very low self-esteem when it comes to actually getting the kind of jobs that I do want, which would be more in the creative field or whatever. But I'm just not there yet. So I think, that has played a big part in my life of feeling like worthless, I guess. Yeah. So and this didn't help with my sleep either. Just so I'm gonna wrap this up now because I don't know what more to say, more than like just try and talk to someone if you're feeling down, feeling low. And like there are helplines out there to call if you're feeling like you want to hurt yourself or you want to just do something worse. Because life isn't always easy. It's kind of tough sometimes. Yeah. But we're not alone. There's like billions of people out there. We're not alone to be depressed or down. It's not something you have to go through on your own. Like even if you're afraid to talk to your spouse or partner, parents, because how will they understand? But you know what? I probably felt the same thing several times. It's like, you're not that unique. You're not that special. I'm sorry, but you're not. So, yeah. I will see you next time. Take care.